It's Pete from Cheap Homesteading, and today we're going to be doing a video on emergency preparedness and basically over-the-counter medication stockpiles, survival stockpiles. You know what, as a family we try not to use any pharmaceuticals the best you can, but there is a certain need for pharmaceuticals like Advil and Tylenol. If anyone's ever hurt themselves, it's hard to do what you have to do sometimes with the pain of everything. So there is a certain need for having a little bit of this stuff on hand. And you know, the way supply chains were during that pandemic time, so there is a need for this to have some in stock. So I really want to work on that. I've worked on other ends of my emergency preparedness, and I really haven't done much with the medication, survival medication stockpile end of it. So this video is going to be the start of that. So I do have a pretty exciting announcement, and Cheap Homesteading has partnered with a company called Contingency Medical that send out emergency antibiotic packs. So I have just put in the order and it's coming in, and we are going to be getting that in the next little bit, and that's going to cover the antibiotic end of it. I'm super excited about that. It's definitely a cool concept, and with the way everything's going, it's kind of nice to actually have those antibiotics on hand. We're going to have a few videos about emergency preparedness and medical stockpiles, medication, and survival. So I have no medical background at all, so I want to make sure you know that before I start. So let's go through the medications. So the first thing is Advil. Advil's super important. I used the Alaskan sawmill one year and I just ripped up my shoulder. It hurt. I mean, it wasn't major stuff, but I pulled some muscles all on this arm and it hurt. I had a lot of other stuff to do. I still had to do on the homestead, so I basically got Advil. It was really able to keep me going. So, you know, it's an inflammatory, so it kind of takes down the swelling and really does work good. So you really do need Advil. These are liquid gels, but you really do need to get the ones that are just the pill form because it lasts longer. Aspirin. Basically, aspirin, you know, everyone's heard that it's, you know, heart attack, take an aspirin. I definitely want to take some of that. And basically blood thinners, stuff like that. Tylenol, I don't like Tylenol. Tylenol's, I mean, it's okay, but basically you can take Tylenol and Advil in combination if you have lots of pain. So like every 2 hours, it's a different kind of pain medication. So that's kind of why you should have Tylenol, because you can actually go between them. Gravol, help upset stomach, nausea, kind of stuff like that. Pink eye, antibiotic, eye drops. Well, I've had an issue around here a few times about having a big swollen eye. And I mean, if you've been around the channel enough, you've probably seen it a couple times at least. And a lot of it is, you know, you get splashed in your eye from one thing or another, and the next thing you know, you've got an eye infection. So I said, okay, I'm definitely going to be keeping some pink eye drops, and it's antibiotics. So if something starts to happen that way, you can just keep putting the eye drops in. Super important to have. And the last thing that's super important, if you have allergies in your family, that could be anaphylactic, you really do need to have some Benadryl on hand. You need to have like EpiPens and everything, but you really do need to have Benadryl on hand because that can kind of stop an allergic reaction before it really gets really bad. So you should really have that. So I really do feel like it's kind of important to make sure that we work on our medical stockpiles. You know, like a few years ago, probably wouldn't have thought anything of it, but now it has become really, really evident and needed to have a certain amount of medications on hand. So I'm super happy that we're partnered with Contingency Medical. They're going to be one of the biggest parts of my medical stockpile because, you know, antibiotics, you kind of need it. If you have a bad infection, you really do need it. Between the over-the-counter stuff and the antibiotic kits from Contingency Medical, it's going to be a pretty rounded stockpile for medications. So, you know what? The weather's getting worse. The power's going down half the time. And, you know, there's wars and rumors of wars. So I think it's really, really important to have a little bit of stuff on hand. So that's about enough for today. You guys have a good one.